that during the week. Righto, GoTender.co.nz. Well, could it be the Trade Me of services? It's a website where you can go and say, I'll do this, but I need a something or other. To explain it much better than I can, because he's the man behind it, Edmund Stack. Edmund, good morning.
Hi, Graham. Good morning.
I want to reiterate, this is not a paid advertisement. You haven't paid us anything to come in here. I thought it, all by myself that it was an interesting story.
Absolutely, and I love the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Oh, look, no problem. Outline what it is. What do you do? Because this is the sort of thing that people would feel rather, maybe recoil from, because it seems as though you're not going to get immediately what you want.
Okay, well, I'll explain to you how it works. GoTender allows you to post any job, commercial or residential, from redecorating the office to painting the house, catering for your wedding, cleaning the carpet, extracting your wisdom teeth. So all jobs are covered. Once your job is posted, approved tradespeople and service providers are notified and have the opportunity to provide fixed quotes for your work. By using this tender process, you can save up to 30% on the cost of your job, plus there's no obligation to accept any tenders. Then basically you choose the best tender, and when the work is complete, you rate the tradesperson or service provider on GoTender, and it's this rating system which creates accountability, so you know that you're going to get the job done to your satisfaction, because the tradespeople or service providers will want to do more and more work, and if they get a bad rating, obviously they're not going to get many more jobs.
Okay. Do you have little warning signs for things where certain checks and balances and standards are required? You could be an electrician, an amateur electrician, and make things work, but the house might burn down next month, and you'd get a nice rating. So how does that work?
The rating system, it works on a number of levels, but if you do a good job, then you're going to get a positive rating. And
some people wouldn't know if it's a good job because they aren't in the trade.
Oh, I suppose you can never tell. I mean, our tradespeople are approved and verified, so okay. we actually do a background check on them, so we make sure that they are who they say they are, and we go into a bit of detail, make sure they are registered, they have done everything, they're and also check their jobs as well that they have done in the past.
Yeah.
So we do background checks, and then it's obviously it's over to them and up to you as well in terms of the rating.
Yeah, because that's your check and balance for someone who might be an amateur dentist with an interesting shed.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. We don't want those on our website, no.
And you can bring it up on www.gotender.co.nz. And if you can do something and you want to join, would you just say, I do this, and you have to need something done yourself, or could you just advertise your ability, your service there?
Yeah, well, it's kind of broken down. GoTender itself is kind of broken down into two categories. It's that you've got a job poster who posts the job that they need done, and that's any job, commercial or residential. And then you've got the tradespeople and service providers who come and register with us, and then we check them out. And then we have a job alert system so that if anyone posts a job in a particular category, then we will send an email to those people who are registered with us.
Right.
So they don't have to stay on the site. They don't have to check to see what's on the jobs. We will actually, and it's free to register with us. The whole site is free to use.
Yeah.
So we let them know when the job is there, and then they can come and choose to tender for that particular job if they want to.
Right, so if you want something done, it's a bit like when you're shopping at Amazon, something's not available yet, you can click on to tell me when it is.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
Okay. I might just read one out here, that's okay, it's all in the public domain, it's on the interweb. Gardening services. Need someone to cut my back lawn once every 3 weeks and remove cuttings and tidy it up, etc. So just click on that to find out more about it. And if you want to do their lawn, you go and do it, but what do they give you? Or do you ask somebody else to do something for you? Is it all intertwined in a network?
It's no. Like for instance, in that category, that would be in landscaping, and then the landscapers would just come and they would have a look at the description of the job and any photographs that you've put up there, and then just give a quote basically, and then you choose the best quote, and as soon as they cut them.
So there is money involved.
In terms of, there is money in terms of the for doing the service. Absolutely. I mean,
Right.
you've got to pay them, but you're going to get the service done for potentially up to 30% savings.
Mm-hmm. How do you How do you come to the conclusion that there are up to 30% savings? Because that's surely just up to whatever person wants to go and do the job.
No, our research has shown that if a tender, I've been like in construction for about 20 years and such, and that we've employed the tender procurement method in construction, and because you can save up to 30%, and also in the research that we've done is it shows that because of you use a tender process, people want to secure the job, and therefore they put in the keenest price.
Right.
So it's not, and also quite an important fact is that, you know, you're not chasing people. You're not like getting out, trawling through the yellow pages and like searching for somebody who doesn't actually want maybe doesn't want and inflates the quote and so forth. These people actually want your work. They will give you the keenest price, and that's where you benefit from.
So often you go through the front office person at the phone, and gosh, they can sound as though they don't really want any work. A lot of those was just, "Hello, what do you want? Oh, you must be dreaming."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, that's interesting. But I thought there might be an element to this. At least the indication was that if you needed a root canal, you can lend somebody your boat, and that works. It works that way, and we end up with a cashless society.
We do have. I mean, you say that we do have. Part of the website is Swapsy, and on Swapsy you can exchange service for service, or you can make an offer for a service, or even just list your service and let other people make an offer for it. And one of the things, Graham, that you just mentioned is that one of the jobs that is up there at the moment is someone is saying, "Here, use my boat in return for some dental work," and that's